Okay, today we're going to talk about trading the British pound pairs, the GBP pairs. These are the most volatile pairs of the top 8 most liquid currencies, and we're going to talk about the best way to trade these pairs and to look for news drivers that could drive volatility and price movement for the British pound pairs. One way to find a lot of volatility in the British pound pairs is using the Forex news calendar. So if you want to click on this link here, you can find, and there's other news calendars too. You can use any news calendar you want, but look for the high volatility British pound news drivers like consumer price index. And then we'll show you the correct chart setup and indicators to use for trading the British pound pairs. So expect good volatility and price movement after these high volatility news announcements. There's a link to one of our news calendars. So the British pound pairs comprise 7 of the 28 pairs that we trade in the Forex Early Warning trading system. So this is 1/4 of the pairs. In one single day, in one single trading session, you can have 1,000 pips of movement on the British pound pairs, 150 pips movement on each one. A 1% price movement on these pairs is substantial, between 110 and 200 pips on a 1% move. So these are definitely volatile pairs. And at first they're a little too volatile for beginners, but as you get more experience, the volatility will start to become your friend. You just need the correct trading system. So if you look at the British pound pairs after one of the strong news drivers, you can get either British pound strength or British pound weakness consistent across the board. These percentages here, if you review what we talked about here, this is 12 to 1,300 pips of movement in one single trading session in one day in the main trading session on the British pound pairs. Now, Forex traders, they think you're lying, but go check it out. You'll see that you have substantial volatility and price movement after the USD pair, after the British pound news drivers. Here's one of the pairs that moved on the British pound weakness. Remember, the British pound weakness will be reflected if the British pound is weak and it's the base currency that'll drop. The euro pound, the British pound is a cross currency, so it will rise. So this is consistent British pound weakness. And this is our live indicator called the Forex Heatmap. We'll look at that in a second. So the British pound Swiss dropped off, had a strong intraday drop. And just remember that if the British pound Swiss is selling off, but it's trending on the higher time frames, you can hold on to, you can scale out some lots and hold on to this, and it'll just keep right on going. If all the British pound pairs are showing weakness, or if the Swiss franc is showing strength on the charts, consistent. So this indicator here is called the Forex Heatmap. You can learn more about it right there by clicking on this link. This is a live indicator that tells you what currencies are moving in real time. And I want everyone to look at this chart setup here. This is the Japanese yen pairs. So if the yen pairs are moving, you can actually set up your yen charts all on one screen. You can do the same thing with the British pound pairs, and it's much easier to see the movements. If the yen is weak on all pairs in real time, it's easier to see the movements if you set up all the yen pairs the exact same way on one screen. We'll show you how to do that too. So you can set up all the British pound pairs on one screen. You want all of them to be dropping and the euro yen to be rising. So you'll have the pound Swiss on your screen, plus all of the British pound pairs on one single screen, much easier to read. All 7 British pound pairs on one screen, so it looks like the Forex Heatmap. And then you set that up using the MetaTrader profiles. And you can click on that link. We'll show you how to trade, how to set the charts up with the MetaTrader profiles. So the last thing you want to know is being alerted in real time as to when the British pound pairs are moving. And we have a lot of professional alert systems. One of them is the news calendar, like we discussed. You look, if the British pound has news drivers with high volatility coming, you can get in front of the computer then. You have the proper chart set up and indicators, you're ready to go. Here's another link to the, but we have other alert systems too, price alerts, our Forex Heatmap alert system, and our market scanner, and also our Telegram push alerts that tells you when the British pound is weak or strong. So we have a lot of professional Forex alert systems to go along with helping you to trade the British pound pairs, your charting system with one or all 7 British pound pairs on one screen, and your live indicator, the Forex Heatmap, arranged with all the British pound pairs on it side by side. So remember, the British pound pairs are volatile. You can watch it after the British pound news drivers come out and add it. If you add these techniques to your arsenal, you'll always have the proper alerts, the proper real-time charting systems and signal systems, and you'll have a much better chance of extracting pips from the British pound pairs when they become volatile. And this is part of these are most of the components of our trading system here at forexearlywarning.com.